A man saved a wolf and her cubs, and after 4 years, something unexpected happened. While enjoying a peaceful vacation in the heart of the forest, a man finds himself completely immersed in nature's beauty. But when he pauses for a meal, he encounters something unexpected, an experience so profound that it not only changes his life forever, but also transforms the way he sees wild animals and the wilderness itself. David, a passionate animal lover, embarked on a vacation to the Alaskan wilderness, where he owned a secluded house. Seeking relaxation and adventure, he set out to explore the breathtaking Chugach National Forest, drawn by his deep appreciation for the wild. As he wandered through the towering trees and rugged landscapes, he marveled at nature's beauty, capturing countless photos along the way. Feeling weary, David decided to take a break and enjoy a meal. He set up a small camp in a safe clearing, embracing the peaceful stillness of nature. An unexpected encounter. As he settled in, a strange sound rustled from the nearby bushes. Curiosity sparked within him, and as an animal lover, he couldn't ignore it. Determined to find the source, David carefully ventured into the dense foliage, only to discover a wolf trapped and struggling to free itself. The wolf trembled with fear, her eyes filled with both caution and desperation. But as David took a closer look, he noticed something that made the situation even more dire. She was a mother, her milk-filled teats revealing that she had pups depending on her. A surge of urgency rushed through him. This wolf wasn't just trapped. She needed to return to her young. Fortunately, she didn't appear to have been stuck for long, giving David hope that her pups were still nearby, waiting for her return. Determined to help, David thought about a plan to set the trapped wolf free and reunite her with her family. But David faced a tough choice. He worried that releasing the mom might be risky since she could be protective due to her strong motherly instincts. So he came up with another idea: find the wolf pups and bring them to their trapped mother. Following the wolf's footprints in the snow, David tracked her through the forest. After going about half a mile and climbing a rocky slope, he discovered the pup's den under a huge spruce tree. Being careful not to scare the shy little wolves, David tried to coax them out by making a sound similar to their mother's. After calling a lot, 4 tiny wolf pups cautiously came out. They were hungry and small, just a few weeks old, and they started sucking on David's fingers. Realizing he had an important job to do, David gently put the pups into his bag and went back to the trapped mother. Bringing the family back together was really sweet. The mother wolf, hearing David's return, made a high-pitched call. The pups were let out of the bag, and soon they were all snuggling against their mother's belly. A bond formed in the wilderness. However, there's still a problem: how to free the trapped female wolf without making her angry. David understands that gaining her trust is the key. So he gave her a piece of meat that he bought for himself, knowing that offering food is a way to make her trust him. As the sun goes down, David makes a simple shelter near the wolf family. He spends time looking for useful things and trying to free the trapped wolf. A bond forms between them. The mother wolf starts getting used to David being around. He plays with the pups, tosses them food, and gradually gets closer to the trap each time. The next morning, something important happens. The wolf wags her tail a bit. Excited, David sits just 8 feet away from her, taking a risk. The wolf pups start sniffing David's face, showing that trust has been built, but the job isn't done yet. The main task is incomplete. So finally, David decides to touch the trapped leg to understand the wolf's condition. She moves a bit, but lets it happen. Finally, after being patient and gaining trust, David successfully frees the wolf from the trap. Surprisingly, the wolf comes up to David and licks his hands, showing gratitude. This surprises David because it goes against what he thought about wolves, but he's happy to make a connection. The mother wolf gathers her pups, and they all head towards the forest. Before disappearing, the wolf looks back, as if inviting David to come along. He understands without words, gathers his things, and follows the wolf. They go up in the mountain and reach a beautiful meadow where a whole group of wolves is waiting. The mother wolf and her pups join the pack, and the meadow echoes with howls. David watches in amazement, realizing he's seeing something really special. As the sun rises, David knows it's time to go. He looks back one last time, and the wolf family is still there, watching him. David raises his hand in farewell, and the mother wolf responds with a mournful howl, a silent yet powerful goodbye. Many years later. Time passes, and years later, David returns to Alaska to sell his father's old house. Yet, before leaving, he feels an undeniable pull to revisit the forest, hoping for even the slightest chance to see the wolf family once more. As he steps into the familiar woods, memories flood back. Wandering through the wilderness, he stumbles upon something unexpected: the rusted remains of the old trap that once ensnared the mother wolf. A relic of the past, it serves as a haunting reminder of the moment that forever changed his view of the wild. Sensing an unshakable feeling, David decides to return to the meadow where he last saw the wolf and her pups. Trusting his instincts, he climbs the mountain and lets out a wolf call, his voice echoing through the wilderness. To his surprise, a distant howl answers. Moments later, a large wolf emerges from the trees, moving cautiously toward him. As she steps closer, David's heart leaps. He recognizes her instantly. It's the same wolf he had saved. For a brief moment, she stands before him, her tail swaying gently, a silent acknowledgement of their bond. Then, just as quickly as she appeared, she vanishes into the forest, leaving David with a memory he will never forget. David never saw her again, but the memory of that extraordinary encounter stayed with him, etched in his heart forever. It was a rare and unspoken bond between a lone traveler and a wild wolf, a connection that transcended expectations in the vast Alaskan wilderness. Though the story holds its mysteries, one truth remains: the deep, unshakable feeling of a special connection with a wild creature. Much like the haunting howls that echo through the Alaskan night, that moment would forever resonate in David's soul. What an incredible story! If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment below. See you in the next video.